Each of us probably has that one ultimately love in the world of video games that you remain faithful to despite the years that have passed since the first encounter. The one that always finds a way to delight you, even though you memorized it inside out. The one to which you always return after lively encounters with trendy novelties. For me, that game, or rather game series, became Arma. Operation Flashpoint fascinated me from the very first glance over 20 years ago. The technologies used by developers seemed otherworldly at the time. The mere size of the map was impressive, not to mention the editor that turned the game into a sandbox with almost endless possibilities. Then Bohemia Interactive parted ways with the publisher Codemasters and embarked on an independent journey creating the Arma trilogy. I only briefly acquainted myself with the first part, but I dedicated a significant chunk of my life to the second and third parts, spending at least several hours on each every week for the past decade or so. However, extracting something more from Arma 3 than what the developers achieved is unlikely. The engine has exhausted its capabilities, and the expanding functionality of the sandbox is as pleasing as the perennial comparison of the series. Bugs, poor optimizations, and not the most convenient tools for creativity. A revolution was needed. We were eagerly awaiting this revolution with the fourth installment, but what we got was something completely unexpected. Bohemia Interactive suddenly released Arma Reforger in early access. What is this? Where is my Arma 4? And how do I move forward? Stay calm, let's figure it out. Strictly speaking, the announcement of the fourth installment did happen. In the presentation of Arma Reforger, they immediately started that this is just an intermediate step towards Arma 4. The next part of the series will definitely come, sometime later. Right now you can try the new engine, get acquainted with the tools for mod development, and actively assist the developers in fixing bugs, which are traditionally abundant in Czech creations. According to Marek Spaniel, the lead game designer and director of Bohemia Interactive, the purpose of this new release is to eventually launch Arma 4 in a ready state without the teething problem and associated issues typically of a major release. However, it should be understood that in terms of distribution model, Reforger is a standalone project. It's not a beta version of the fourth installment, and owning the game doesn't provide any preferences when purchasing Arma 4. On the other hand, all the developments and fixes obtained during Reforger's early access would be utilized in the next game. The projects are fully compatible, and the toolkit available to mod creators is exactly the same as the one used by the developers themselves. At this point in the trailer, you might want to say finally, wait a bit longer, Marek probably adds off screen. The remake of the Arland turned out to be just right. Familiar places look recognizably, but at the same time modern, technological and beautiful. What was drawn by imagination 20 years ago is now displayed in all its glory by the game. Thanks to Marek for our happy childhood, and no less thanks to him for allowing a piece of that happiness to return. It was only the first part of the video, and if you would like me to make another one, please hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know about my other new videos. See you soon!